party in the street with a boombox. Kept a good tree sucked in my tube socks and got stoned like I looked at Medusa. I'm a changed man, got my GED, put on my Ray-Bans and my Jesus piece. I hear hate chants from the cheapest seats. Will I shake hands? TBD. Watch your six. Get out of my lane. Let me drop a hit. Get out of my lane. They not like this. Get out of my lane. Got a rocket ship. Get out of my lane. Out of my lane. Let the beat go bang. Let the beat go bang. One thing that I guarantee, ain't nobody going ham like me. I'm a mix of a man and beast, the way I stomp on a random beat. I got the drip and I plant the seed, put in work and expand my reach. I keep my cool like antifreeze, if they don't wanna clap like an amputee. It's me against the world, like Tupac. I used to party in the street with a boombox. Kept a good tree sucked in my tube socks and got stoned like I looked at Medusa. I'm a changed man, got my GED, put on my Ray-Bans and my Jesus piece. I hear hate chants from the cheapest seats. Will I shake hands? TBD. Watch your six. Get out of my lane. Let me drop a hit. Get out of my lane. Not like this. Get out of my lane. Got a rocket ship. Get out of my lane. Out of my lane. Let the beat go bang. Let the beat go bang.
Fuck that.
Saber blade. Seek the light in darkness. Saber blade. Seek the light in darkness.
The silhouette's burning, embers rising high, like a chemical fire. The flame won't die. Intertwine, darling, you and I. Barely scratching the surface. This obsession of mine is fueling the furnace. I'm up all night and we intertwine. Darling, you and I. And my heart beats cold under your control. Just
You guys.
Hello everybody, how's everyone's Saturday night doing? I am awake and we are privileged enough to do this LGN versus 8th match here on, I don't know why we're on Kharkov night, to be completely honest. Like, you're just seeing my screen, like this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, I don't know, because like if it's anything like Watermill or Bitter Springs or River Crossing, any of these points over here, there's like little to no visibility. Like, you see intake, like you would not know he's there unless there's that those things above his head. I don't know what they're called, but someone's joining my white chat. I don't know why you're in my white chat. Please leave. But yeah, we get the last video on my white chat. God damn it. So yeah, Kharkov. Honestly, have not played on this map in God knows how long. It's yeah, it's been a while since I personally played on this map, but really looking forward to both these teams. I'm obviously how this is going to work. LGN will be allies, 8th will be Axis. We are playing with certain rules, so if you guys are familiar with Summit or if you're on PC, if you are familiar with the seasonal rules, it's one man unkillable arty, no loader, just one guy in the gun who has to go back and forth and reload. You cannot destroy nodes at all, and you can only spawn in Tiger tanks. No Panthers are allowed. If it's anything down here, we're not going to see, I don't think, too many tanks. Probably, obviously, tanks for the mid-cap, but after that, maybe one, maybe two tanks on each team. Just because, like, this fog is just, like, this is AIDS. I don't know how it looks like on stream, but, like, this is... like, Snoop Dogg is, like, ran across this trail down here off into the distance, but I think we're just waiting for, like, 5 more people to join into the match. And what I'm kind of curious about is maybe getting like a Bitter Spring, St. Mary, and then Lumberyard, like a point like this. Kind of curious if we get that, because we'll get some action over here, depending on who caps mid first. I don't really know what side is favored on each point. I want to say obviously Distillery will be Russian favored. Watermill. I don't know who's favored on that. I'm just gonna chalk that up to even, and like St. Mary's is pretty even for the most part. Germans have a little bit more room to work with, but it's a little bit more open in these areas right here. It's kind of hard for them, so they're kind of forced into like 2 to 3 choke points. Russians get a little bit more cover approaching the church, but church will probably be fought over regardless of whatever the midpoint is. But yeah, I don't know why we're taking so long to, you know, get people in the match. That's just how it goes. We'll take a look at the players real quick. Say hi to anybody that you see. So new join-ins for LGN from different clans. Like we have Mahujo from Merc, who recently came over. Don't know if I see anybody else new in this group of people. Oh, Chosen Man from Merc as well. And that's it, unless there's people randomly around the map. So let's go to the 8th side. See if anybody... Oh, there's Ohio. We got Sam the Man over here. Here's a bunch of the 8th boys. We got Voss, got 7, Ploff. Notable names for Merc, or not for Merc, for 8th. I almost called him Merc. Jedi. This is Winters, by the way. I don't know why you switch your name. I don't get why people change their names. That's just me. An enemy, Paul. Just seeing. Okay, looks like 8th is absolutely struggling to get people into the match. I think both these teams are coming off victories. If my memory serves me right, I think LGN won their first match against BZRK, I think on SME 5-0. I'm not certain on the time that that was accomplished in. 8th, I think, are also, and then LGN had a bye. And then pretty sure 8th are undefeated as well. I'm not certain if they lost. Double check that real quick. Seems like 8th are having white chat issues. I really hate when people don't get their shit gathered and figured out real quick. Where am I? Bronze standings. 8th are 1-1. I'm not sure who 8th probably lost to. Probably. Oh yeah, 8th lost week 1 to 6th. I think that was the first round of TPL that they lost that in. Pretty sure they got 5-0'd by 6th. And then I don't know who they. I think they beat TFMC then. I'm pretty sure if I do remember. Yeah, I think they 5-0'd TFMC in about like 80 minutes or so. So. Obviously, both these teams coming off 2 victories. Look to continue that. Real tall task for 8th as LGN. Seems to be the team to beat this season, along with like HLE and Taco and all those top dogs. But as far as the North American side of things, LGN seems to be the top dog next to 6th in that Atlantic bracket. Yeah, Kharkov Knight. I really don't have much else to say. There's shovel fight going on right here. And the map switch is happening, and Stoll wins the shovel fight against Mac, I think. I don't remember. Maybe it was Hans. Wasn't really paying attention to the name because I saw map switch was coming, but finally, what will the point layout be? I'm really hoping for nothing on the west side of the map, but if that's the card we're dealt with, then I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. This is gonna be terrible. This is gonna be bad. At least for me, maybe for you, but for them it's gonna be equally as bad too. But if anything's like, if the distillery or lumberyard are the 2 points, I think tanks will really enjoy this match. But we will see in about 15 seconds what this map will be. The third battle of Kharkov at night. Dear Lord, what are we in for? Ooh. Okay. Interesting point layout. Very fucking interesting point layout. I kind of dig it. I really dig it. I am gonna have to use, what are these highlight wall hack things are. Wow, Hillside is honestly one of the hardest points in my opinion for Germans to take on any map. This point is extremely difficult, so I don't see if 8th caps St. Mary, I think they quote unquote park the bus, haha, funny, on St. Mary and put all 50 people on defense, maybe having one squad, you know, flank all the way around to like right here and attack. But Hillside's a fucking hard one to take. Lumberyard is not as bad just because you do have all these buildings to work with when you're the Russian side of things. But St. Mary is going to be a grind of a point. 8th and Legion cannot lose this Gary somewhere in the E4 sector or the E7 sector. If they lose that and they get pushed down to right here or up in here and they just push straight across, that spells doom, honestly, for them. Especially the 8th, because like this is just all open field. Like obviously there's open field right here, but there's more like tree cover right here. You can use the bridge kind of to like sneak around across the street. Yeah, minute left. I'm gonna see if there's any rocket snipes coming. Let's see what 8th is cooking up. Obviously they're sending them their P4. They're gonna truck over there. There's our boy Diesel, who actually also came from Merc. wonder if they're gonna get a full truck in there. Okay. Legion doing something pretty similar. I hate those Russian truck sounds. Oh, it's gonna be fucking impossible to see like supply drops and airheads and stuff from 8th. Both teams opting for Gary right here and Gary basically where I'm at right now. Pretty standard supply drop layout, but we'll see if anybody has some rocket snipes that we can see. I know Legion has been prepping pretty well, so I guess we'll hop with this Mahojo, Chosen, and Dunny. Any rocket snipes coming in? Eighth just being slow with the truck. Initial cap does go towards the 8th favor, but LGN is just full sending a truck into the point. A lot of guys from LGN. Yeah, that's a lot. Using this tank. It's Tunny. That PPSH is going to be so annoying for 8th to deal with. We got over here. Oh god. Cap is all LGN so far. Nice spread of OPs and just players in general. 8th are a little bit more, yeah, they're kind of spread out, but they're really consolidated on this side of the road, and they needed more bodies. Basically where Mahojo's at, because this, if Joe gets this tank, gets one, hops on the tank, gets a satchel down, gets killed. He's definitely called out that he's satcheled. Oh, but he's turning the turret. He doesn't know where it's at. I don't think... Oh, that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Yeah, he sees it now. It's already too late, dude. It's going to be a satchel on that P4. Early loss of the medium. Good play by Joe there. Already some cap weights being contested. Ohio in garbage. Just flags the point for a second. Another Lux comes in. recon tank. Fucking clown cars just coming in and wrecking havoc. Does he see this Lux tank? It's just a 2-man. Shadow just took out in supplies, maybe? Surprised they don't see. It is a 2-man, so. What is this over here? Oh, this is just a truck that got killed by Artie. Scooby with the miss and the recon. Lux turns around and kills him. I think they were trying to find the Gary. That's most likely somewhere over here. Yeah, it's right here. From the 8th. Caparzo, Hans, and JPL. Kind of pushing the middle of the field towards Tonka and Floppy. Arzo kills. What is that? Tonka. See what this attack is looking like. Not a lot of 8th on defense, and LGN is starting the swarm already on lumber. They have a Geary like in lumber. They do, with a mine on it. Ohio really desperate to try to get behind. Oh, his LP's still up. I don't think they've taken. Oh, they're about to take out his OP. That's unfortunate. Pretty aggressive play from Ohio, but you know, being that sapper squad, you gotta take those gotta taste those verdicts. I don't know what I'm saying. Roma trying to hide behind this dead tank. Kills Flavors. Kills Kane. Did you see Tonka to his right? Oh, but the tank does. See if Omen can take him out. Roma goes down to Flavors. Ooh. Lambda, Sato, and Thunder in the medium, I think that is. Yes, it is the medium. Is this a heavy tank coming up for... Yes, it is Snow and his Tiger. Blood Eagle definitely called that out. He's leading them right to the Gary. Oh, hip fire with the DP kills Dane. No, not the DP. They're gonna take out the Gary too. Why didn't he take out the Gary? Eagle, take out the Gary. What are you doing? Oh, he's cooked. Should just took out the Gary. Unless it was satcheled. Was it satcheled? No. Why didn't he take out the Gary? That's odd. But I digress. 8th is getting pushed back towards their blue line. See the map. Not really favorable for 8th. Looks like Cowabunga is lighting up this Gary by Mac, the commander for Legion. Kills him. Big spawn wave at this Gary. If Chosen can do something. Please say he's rocking a flamethrower. Oh, he's not. Absolutely gets gunned down. Unfortunate. Yeah, tank's definitely called out. I don't think there's any heavies. There's a heavy. Maryland's heavy coming down the main road. LGN just poking and prodding at Lumberyard, just continuously contesting it. Lots of 8th spawn next to this Tiger. Yeah, 8th need to hold on to this Gary as long as they can. Because without it, this tank is kind of fucked. If Divinity can take out this Gary. Oh, he gets there right as the spawn wave hits. Gets one. Canadian gets him low. Caparzo versus 5/8. Sounds like a new team, 5/8. And Caparzo do it. Oh, I wish he had mollies. I think he has a grenadier class. He's just chucking grenades. Gets oh, does not get the OP that's behind the hut still. Gets another. Worthington goes down by somebody else. Hans probably. If he can push this OP. Does push it. Does get it. They do spawn though. Side athlete also does spawn. Good play by Caparzo there. That sounds... That's supply drop. LGN's putting a lot of pressure on the 8th. Like, they have their medium up here now with Lambda, Sato, and Thunder with a bunch of infantry around on both sides of these house lines, I guess you can call it. There's an airhead dropping from 8th. I don't... Where is it landing? It's landing somewhere over here. Airhead's landing like somewhere right here, probably by this hut. I don't know if I agree with that from 8th. It's really early for an airhead. But they need to do something to get LGN. Like, they are just swarming them around lumber. Yeah, Katushka Strike's also coming in too. Gary is down at lumber. Oh, Katushka Strike from admin cam. God, is that airstrike so bad? Alright, I'll go back to the attack at lumber in a second. Let's see if Shadow and Julie can take out this airhead. Are they gonna take it out? Shadow ran right past it. Unfortunate. I think that was a rep station that got taken out. Yes, it was. Already still landing there. 8th are somewhat recovered now. Oh, they have their medium tank in the hard cap. Yeah. 8th are doing a pretty good job of collapsing back. I mean, they're basically forcing 8th to get off of this front door, which that's what they 8th 8th just have to do that. They have to obviously control lumber for as long as they can, because if they lose lumber, overpass, in my opinion, is a very easy point to take. I mean, hillside and German field dump, honestly, two of the hardest 4th and 5th points to take in the game, in my opinion, just because there's a lot of open field for everything. But lumber and overpass are, I hate to say it, like, they're not favoring the 8th. I don't know. I think that's a heavy. Oh, that's German armor at its finest, or Russian armor at its finest. Oh my god, dude, it just ripped a Panther and a P4. Oh, no, that's a pen. It goes down. I mean, it took like 4 shots from each of those tanks to kill a medium. That's hilarious. That's just Russian bias armor in a nutshell. Oh my god. Odds are they're gonna get their own heavy tank now. Maybe. It might just grab the light. Yeah, that's what they're gonna opt to do. Aether. Yeah, they're still trying to push. LGN pushing into their red zone down here. Trying to see if they got a backup, Gary. Don't remember that point. I just know it's a giant ass cap sector. Checking some stuff. So here's what the 8th have got to do, which they are doing it right now. They're obviously controlling their sector, but it's not controlled. Like, yes, they're not getting capped, but it's not under their full control, because they're gonna have both the recon teams probably take out these 2 Garys behind here. Like it's controlled, but it's not controlled, if that makes sense. Omen and Fiji. See what Fiji can do. It's one. This is a shot on Hun. This goes down. I think that's by Sam, defensive sniper. We're gonna see a tank fight in a little bit. Oh my god, I love Windows notifications while I'm streaming. Just make loud noises. I don't know if you can see that because of the fog. You should be able to once you clear these trees. You can maybe see the tiger from here too. Obviously, I have wall hacks on. I'm cheating, but I don't know if you can. That medium's definitely called out. Yep, he sees them. He saw the coax. I don't think the gunner sees him quite well. Hits tracks. Ray almost gets cooked by a different tank from Legion. I think he hit tracks again. I think they're just hitting tracks on this tank. I don't think they see his hull. That was a shatter. What the fuck is this P4 made out of? There he goes. What to say? I mean, they were hitting tracks, but I saw a hull shot. I'm like, it might have been turret. Holy fuck, that's a lot of 8th. Happy and Blood Eagle versus a third of 8th's team. Yeah, they need to push this Gary, and Legion needs to get some more people on that Gary to potentially protect it. How you take this point is controlling this boulder, which 8th is probably going to do in full in the next few seconds. Oh, this might be our Tiger. Turn off the things. Does the IS see the Tiger? Yep, he does. Oh, there's an AT gun back here too from Legion. Good teamwork from Legion. But 8th are starting to take St. Mary. Yeah, they have too many guys in this G7 sector. That's not really like Legion to do a mistake like that. They're putting too much emphasis on attacking lumber. I think they're gonna recover, but they need to like basically mass redeploy back. They're sending their heavy back, reinforcers down just in case. But lots of 8th are flooding into St. Mary. You're gonna see a giant spawn wave probably on this Gary right here in a second. I think that's what Legion's just waiting for at this point. There's a lot of people. Yeah, Legion are starting to recover now. Big spawn wave on this Gary. Flare did not probably catch that. I mean, that's just an uncharacteristic mistake. I mean, that's for lack of better words, that's a pub lobby. That's how you lose points in pub games, is when your whole team is like in these two sectors and a team gets a spawn Gary up here and just runs to the point, caps it. So 8th almost capped this point on a blueberry play. But good job from 8th to apply pressure when they needed to. Because they were about to get hurt because they just lost a Tiger, so that was pretty good timing on 8th's part to start basically capturing their point. If any more 8th tanks are coming out, looks like there's another Tiger that's on that tank mark that Hans called out. Looks like IS is en route. Will not have an angle on him, but stole in, I don't know how to pronounce that. Jissy? I have no idea. Missy? See what this tank fight's gonna produce. I think this tank knows where that other one is. I think they both know where they're where each other are at. This tank is gonna see turret. I don't know who's in this tank. It's Maryland. 8th starting to take control again of St. Mary. It's shot in the ass from the light tank. Engines him. Light tank with the win. Or maybe Yakko killed him. Who is this? Lambda, Sato, and Thunder. That's a massive tank kill. But 8th. Lots of pressure on St. Mary, but LGN putting pressure on Lumber. Not a lot of pressure. It's all soft cap. Wow. Tunny probably get fake satcheled. Gonna need some cover. Good play by Chosen, protecting his tank. Aether kind of laying siege to Legion right now. Legion's gonna have to reset, or Aether just gonna... This is interesting. Just a mix of red and blue everywhere. Yeah, Legion I think are in reset mode. Where's Canadian hiding? Oh wow, look at this guy. How do I get out of this building? What to say, he lived in there for a while. This 8th still putting a lot of pressure. I don't know how Pinch of Salt does not die from that. Kind of crazy how a tank shell doesn't do anything to a 1943 wooden fence, but oh, his goat's gonna get a satchel. Yeah, this tank from Tony's tank is gonna need some support. He's gonna get satcheled in a second. Yeah, probably satcheled. Oh, they hop on top of the tank. They hopped out. And I crashed. You still crash in admin cam. I'm clipping that. This game sucks. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Holy fuck, dude. Like, you gotta love this game. And they just haven't fixed it still. Like, you just gotta love it, dude. Oh my god. That is so frustrating that that just happened. I'm going to block out the screen for a second while I get back in the lobby. Alright, we are going back. Ignore that fucking countdown again, but gotta love it, dude. Oh. Well, in the meantime, Legion are starting to cap lumber all of a sudden. I don't know what happened in the last minute, but I don't think 8th ever got this Gary, and they're starting to put a lot of pressure on 8th, and 8th are spawning at HQ. That is not okay. Looks like Recon did their work. Ohio probably did his work in his squad. But this is going to be a Legion cap. For sure. God, that kind of pisses me off that I crashed, but... Oh, you gotta love it. You just gotta love it, dude. Light tank is getting harassed. Gets killed by a tiger. Massive spawn wave. UK's by the Gary. See if he can get it. I don't think he knows where it's at. Yeah, 8th are about to apply a shit ton of soft cap pressure to lumber now, just because it's so easy to apply pressure on lumberyard if you're German. I lost sound. Everything's going so smoothly. I can't even say words. It's going so well. What's going on? Sound is fucking up. Fiji's just going in a lot of Fiji today. Sound is just fucking up. I'm gonna use my backup sound. Hopefully that plays well. Floppy Dingus gets fucking put to sleep. Curious to see what this IS and Tiger, what this fight's gonna be like. LGN with 1 rep station. I think they see him. Tree or a fence got in the way. Maybe it was infantry. See all of LGN just playing basically just lanes from the houses to the tracks to the other houses to these houses on the main road, just playing lanes, which what you gotta do. It's Kharkov. It seems where the bulk of the fighting is, up in this, between these 4 houses. Obviously there's a tank fight that's potentially gonna happen soon, but I don't think LGN will take any risks. I'm curious, like Garrison will be set up somewhere back here. Right here where where Monkey Brain's currently at is the prime Gary spot for overpass. In the red zone, that is. Eighth doing a good job just pushing this, but if Yakko might place down a satchel or something, just to halt this push for a little bit. So he's got the bolts. Bolts beats the STG. Romadub just surviving in that house. Roma and Yakko are really holding this point down. Unfortunate timing by Yakko, just placed down a blueprint. Stole frontlining as commander. Dude, he needs to be followed by like 6 medics at this point. He's hurt. He's bleeding. As you can see, he did get shot. So he needs medics around him. Something just blew up over here. Don't know what it was. Oh, it was just a stuck truck. Another airplane coming in for Legion. Like Lambda, Satan, and Thunder are still gonna opt for the light tank. I wonder if Ohio will kill this guy in Artie. I hope he doesn't, because that's just not cool, but Legion tank set up in a nice position. 8th tank crews. I don't really see. Oh, they have a 2nd Panther. Any rep stations by these 8th tanks? They do have a 50 box here, but nothing's planned. Is that a P-strike? Oh, it was for this. Yeah, that was a P-strike for this tank. Got the wrong call out. Risky play from Legion. A lot of infantry in front of them and a Tiger tank, and they obviously have to prioritize both, but gonna have to prioritize that heavy tank before infantry. If you're satchel, that's fine, you have 30 seconds, but oh, here comes Lambda. Lambda and his tank just coming through. Oh, they got engined. Big spawn wave. Do they see the Gary? Snow's gonna get cooked by his own. Yep, there goes Snow. Dive almost worked for Legion. I'm just surprised I don't see any rep stations over here for 8th. Where's this Katushka landing? Yeah. It's a Katushka. It's so bad. I mean, a bombing run would take out all these guys. Oh, let's see a tank fight. I mean, this is a medium tank, yeah. You kind of figured that would happen with 2 Tigers posted up. No one, I guess, called them out. But heavy tank is inbound. Lambda in it. I don't know who is in that other medium. Might have been Lambda or not Lambda. Maryland or Tunney. Kind of a game of inches right now for both teams. Like, there's really the only ground made was down here, where that light tank from Legion made that dive. But other than that, it's been pretty... I mean, 8th are gaining this up here, which, you know, it's fine. It's nowhere really important right now. But 8th still prioritizing this eastern border where this heavy tank is. Oh, I think that heavy just cooked his own guys. That is so unfortunate. I mean, for the little amount of guys that Legion had here, they're really holding their own against like 10 to 12 8th. Personally, I would put more up here, like in our squad, but Legion is starting to spearhead a little bit. That's a P strike. Oh. Satchel 2. Like I said, like there's no rep stations up here for 8th, so they're just doing it on crewman and I guess Frosty. Seems to be where some of the good fighting is. Wild Bob takes 2. I guess maybe takes 1 or 2 more. I have no idea. Weird shot. Hey, both him and Bob got cooked by the IS. I'm just amazed that do these tanks not have a sight line? They don't. Okay. Pretty sure, yeah, Legion has a sneaky OP behind the point, gonna satchel these tanks. Ohio and Yakko. Dead is trying to protect them. I really wouldn't waste a... Oh. Pearl Ohio has the fucking, yeah, that's unfortunate. It doing some wide flanking. Probably has a Geary somewhere out here. Is this stole in the supply truck? It is. That flare does catch them. They do get caught on the flare. Yeah, 8th doing a wide flank. But then again, they have to cross all these fields and stuff. I mean, granted, it's going to be undetected. But... did he set up a Gary here? He did. Bombing run is coming in. Don't know where. Yeah, it's gonna be ineffective bombing run. Now is the time actually for 8th to airhead, like in this corner up here. I'm starting to get frame drops. This game is so shit. Oh my god. Dude, this frame drops are so bad. Tank got satcheled and killed, but dude, this is... Like, look at this. What is going on? Dude, holy fuck. Yep, there's the airhead. There's my frames back. Is no one calling out this airhead? No one's calling out this airhead from Legion. Wow. No one marked the airhead. I feel like there's gonna be a massive spawn waves here soon, because there's yeah, I could say about maybe 12 people will spawn on this. They'll start flipping the cap, but at the same time, 8th is also losing overpass, so I don't know if 8th want to spawn on the airhead. They're starting to defend. Yep, there's the whole team. Whole team. Whole fucking team. Fucking hell. Yeah, all of 8th are about to spawn the airhead. Artie's probably gonna start landing at lumber. I'm surprised there's not been a flare called yet or anything. Heavy tank is coming back. Yep, there's a flare. I don't know how many OPs are in here for 8th. But like, I just don't understand how, as a defensive SL, you don't call it the airhead. Defensive Katushka strike. I mean, it seems like this ult from 8th will get... This push from 8th will get ulted, potentially. Depends. Katushka's the worst in the world. How does that not kill? I don't understand this game. Yeah, they have 2 OPs in the point, in the strong point. Legion are just not recovering. They're still very scattered. Perseus and Downey are probably gonna take out. Yeah, they should take out the OPs. There's one spawn. Should be another OP here somewhere, I bet. And Wild Bob just took it out. Man, really close call from Legion. I mean, granted, they did recover extremely well, but very big mistake not pointing out the airhead. still have a carry on the blue line. They are starting to push their heavies in. See, the heavies were a tad bit late to that push. Tad bit late. What does the map look like? They have one heavy on the field. They have two. They have two heavies. I don't know. Did he hit the fence? I don't understand this game. It's stole back in the supply truck. 8th doing wide flanks again. I think they took out the Gary. They did eventually. And Blood Eagle should kill Stole. Yep. These two tanks for Legion are going to be a real big pain if they don't deal with them quickly. Because if these tanks were in the same position when that push happened, it would have been disastrous for Legion. Like 8th would have easily capped the point, but because they were like on this, it took them a while because they basically had to like go up where Floppy can't even get up. But fucking massive spawn wave on this Gary. Holy. I'm surprised Legion hasn't tried anything for like a red zone yet. Holy fuck, what is that firing in the distance? Down goes Pride. BG with the satchel. Hits it on the tank. Already takes out the rep station. I think he knows he's satcheled maybe. Tank gets hit. Oh, this is gonna be disastrous for 8th if they lose both. If they lose two tanks right next to each other. Down goes one. Down goes two. That is so unfortunate for 8th. 2 Tigers in 2 seconds. Oh man. Do we have a light tank coming? But he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna die to this Tiger, Snow's Tiger. And they're just turning away. Oh my god. Just land the Zato and Thunder. Maybe land a Crash or something. Or he's bringing up a heavy. Snow is so worried about this Tiger or this light tank right now. I mean, he's gonna die. Yep, there he goes. I wonder if Garbage would get an AT gun back here. He's such a good spot for an AT gun. Is Gary get taken out? It is not. But it is getting RD'd to hell. Lots of Legion spawn on that Gary. That's really not the Gary you want, but don't really have a lot to work with. These tanks have sight lines on each other. They do not. I think he does on this AT gun probably getting built, but if Stoll can pull out a miracle inside this house. I'm not going inside the house, but Stoll kills Wild Bob. Caparzo with the kill. Now, can this squad work to take out what 8th has? The P4 on the bridge now. Yeah, Gary is good as gone from Tonka. I'm just surprised like Legion hasn't tried just like satcheling this house right here and just moving up satchel to satchel on each house. Or have a tank fight probably. Noah's tank. Find him. Well, can you even get up here? It's gonna be... that fence is gonna cuck both of them. They see each other. Oh, IS is gonna kill Snow in his tank. There's one shot. Good job by the 8th driver to back up behind the dead husks. Oh, he's playing aggressive. Ricochet. One hit. Well done, get a satchel on. Savage somehow gets pushed like 5 meters back, but I think this tank is satchel. I think he's satcheled. I think he's satcheled. Good play by, who is in this tank? Maryland's tank crew. I don't know if he's satchel though. He might be. That's 3 dead tigers in the same area. LGN is starting to put more pressure on the 8th from the west side of overpass now. Tons of infantry spawn in this area again. The 8th are not giving up this border, which they honestly can't. They just, that's a good Gary mark from I think Hans. But like they, oh, what a rocket from JPL. What a rocket. Eighth have a tank coming up. Ohio's killing them in their HQ. Ooh, this is gonna set 8th back a while. There's also an AT gun placed back here. Yeah. This is gonna be rough for the 8th. Lots of guys also spawning HQ for the 8th. I don't know where their closest Gary is. Dasher goes down in that house. Or LGN are starting to push up into this cap. This might be GG if they don't have a Gary down anywhere. I'm not sure where 8th's closest Gary is. Kind of just working off of OPs. Here comes a Puma. Just to try and do something. Solo Puma. Whole team spawns on this Gary. That's their only Gary. That's like, that's what it feels like. Feels like that's 8th's only Gary right now. JPL gonna rocket it again. Do you know about it? Another big spawn wave. This honestly feels like 8th's only Gary. Like, yeah, there's fighting going down. There's actually no fighting going down over here. Like 8th are fucking pinched right here. They're just going balls to the wall, trying to just gain back these houses. Legion is just pouring in from the opposite side. That's a small spawn wave off that Gary. Boom is back here. Tanks are starting to roll in. Legion starting to push into the hard cap. Big push from the west. This is probably going to be really tough for 8th to get out of this one. They still only have that lone one Gary, it seems. And with 2 heavy tanks pushing that Gary along with a few infantry, it's not looking good for the 8th here. Massive spawn wave from 8th. This is the spawn wave that they need to even consider contesting this point, but it is not looking good with that many Legion in hard cap. Eighth are probably gonna have to use a bombing run at overpass. Eighth are just running. They're running out of like this HQ. Yeah, I think they got the Gary. Yeah, that's gonna be GG. I mean, there's There's only like 3 or 4 guys in the sector for 8th. Pride defending his OP with his life, but 2 heavies and all of Legion storming overpass. Honestly fought pretty well, but only having 1 Geary really hurt them in the end. Like, look at, yeah, it's over. That's gonna be a GG. I'm glad we could, you know, see the ground in this. That's like the only victory in my opinion. Hats off to both teams. Pretty good match. Sucks that we crashed. You know, this game is still shit, but GG's to both teams. I don't know if there's any streams going on tomorrow, but obviously check out both leagues, TPL and Summit. This was Awake. Have a beautiful night, ladies and gentlemen. Take care.